Hi, we're here on day 2 at the AI Summit London, and I'm here with Alex Poulis from Dataforce. How are you?
I'm very well, Scarlett. Thank you.
Thanks so much for being here. To start off with, tell me about your company. Tell me about Dataforce. What's your mission? What are you trying to achieve?
Dataforce is part of TransPerfect's family of companies, and we focus on collecting and labeling data for machine learning. We also do content moderation and chatbot localization.
Okay, so sorry, what are the ideal use cases for your technologies?
So in the machine learning lifecycle, we try to fulfill two specific needs. First of all, when our clients lack specific types of data, we collect that data, we curate it for them, and then we label it so it comes in the right format to train machine learning models or test them.
So what are you excited to be showcasing at the summit today?
So what we showcase here is a platform that we have created that combines software and human-in-the-loop services, supported by a community of 1.3 million data contributors that can offer voice recordings to train speech recognition systems, photo and video data to train computer vision systems, as well as text for natural language processing, named entity extraction, or even chatbot and conversational AI systems.
I think it was last year you had quite a lot of new operations that you added to your company, had quite a lot of expansion. So how has that been? Do you have plans for that to continue happening in the future?
So last year we experienced a lot of growth actually. So we added 30 new brands to our client base. Our revenue more than doubled year over year, and we added a bunch of new exciting technologies to support our services, including a mobile app that allows us to collect data more efficiently and process it through our collection and labeling timeline almost seamlessly.
And what would you like people to know about your company? You know, from this interview, what would you like people to take away from it and remember you for?
Our company focuses on putting together all necessary pieces of the data collection and labeling services. And by that I mean it's not just the technology platform that we have built and created, but it's also the customer services and the operational parts that is very important for us, just to make sure that our clients get the best possible experience, and the data scientists we work with get the best possible data quality at the fastest turnaround times.
Right, yeah. And what are some of the challenges or gaps that you see in the market currently that you hope your company can sort of rise to meet these challenges?
So data bias and data quality, I would say, are the two things that we're trying to fulfill, right? When you start creating your infrastructure to train machine learning and AI solutions, very often you realize that your data sets are incomplete, right, or unbalanced. So you're lacking maybe a certain part of the data set that will affect how your machine learning model performs. And we are trying to fulfill that gap faster than anybody else on the market. The other challenge that machine learning engineers and data scientists are facing is that their data is often unstructured, right? So they work with large volumes of text data, they work with large volumes of images or videos, but they're unstructured, unlabeled, or if they're labeled, they're often not consistently labeled. And the more traditional crowdsourcing services don't necessarily work that well for high quality industry grade AI solutions. So that is the gap that we're filling by combining our annotation and data collection technology platform together with our services. And you asked before another. What was the difference between last year and this year? What changes we saw, in our part of the business? I think one major change in what we in our environment at Dataforce is that we hired some of the top talent in the industry just to boost our operational capabilities. So now we have the platform and we have the top talent, the top managers and project managers that can deliver this type of services.
Yeah, and sorry, going back a little bit, in terms of what service your tech actually seeks to meet, is it not it's a language a service as well?
It's a bit more than language, actually.
Yeah.
So we touch different areas of machine learning. We help companies that develop language solutions like natural language processing, for example, or speech recognition, but we also work with companies that develop computer vision systems or companies that manage very large volumes of data like social media data, for instance, and they need them to be moderated in a BPO model.
Okay, so it's quite a broad range of applications that you can have.
What we care about is solving the data collection and the data labeling problem. And we don't care if it is for language AI or for computer vision AI or for some other type of application. We have developed a set of processes and best practices that apply to all those areas, and we have experts in language technology, in speech technology, in computer vision technology, so we can definitely support all of those three application areas.
Yeah, and in terms of what you, as well as obviously showcasing your own technology at this summit here, what are you excited to see and to do here in terms of the other people who perhaps are showcasing?
I'm very excited to have the conversations we've been having here. It's the AI Summit is a platform we've been part of for the last couple of years, actually, and we get to meet people that are developing cutting-edge AI technologies, but we also meet researchers, so we get to know what is coming up in the near future, and we see real industry applications, and we do care a lot about industry applications because that's where you really need high quality data and you need it really fast because the impact is obviously higher, right? In research, our partners usually work on a proof of concept or they develop they're writing a research paper, but when a product is about to hit the market, that's where the product needs to perform at its best, which means the data scientists developing it and the machine learning engineers need to have the best possible data as fast as possible.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. That might be almost all we have time for, but I just want to make sure again, is there anything else that maybe I missed in my questions that you wanted to talk about?
So I think it's important to highlight that the problem we are solving is not specific to one industry. It's not specific to one type of AI machine learning developers, but it applies across industries. So we work with big tech companies, for example, but we also work a lot with life sciences, healthcare companies. We work with manufacturing and automotive companies. So everybody that is on one hand developing machine learning models or has requirements for large-scale data moderation services can benefit from what we're doing.
Yeah, no, it sounds amazing. Well, thanks so much for your time. It was really nice to meet you and learn about all of your technology.
Sure.
I hope you enjoy the second day of the summit. Thanks so much. This has been us at day 2 of the AI Summit London.